In 1944, the skies over Europe changed forever. High above the Pacific, a silver giant soared, faster, farther, and higher than anything the world had ever seen. The Americans called it the B-29 Superfortress, a flying fortress of steel and precision. It could carry 12,000 pounds of bombs across oceans and return untouched. To Germany, it wasn't just a machine. It was a challenge, a reminder that power had shifted westward. Hitler demanded an answer. He wanted a bomber that could cross the Atlantic, strike New York, and return without refueling. A weapon that would remind the world the Reich could still reach across oceans. So, German engineers began to dream in metal and wingspan. They built the Junkers Ju-390. 6 engines, a wingspan wider than a cathedral and promises larger still. But when it finally flew, the truth hit hard. It could barely cross southern Germany, let alone the Atlantic. The B-29 wasn't just an airplane. It was an industrial miracle. It flew higher than any German fighter, beyond the reach of flak or fear. Pressurized cabins, remote-controlled gun turrets, parts built with tolerances down to 1/1000th of an inch. It cost more than the Manhattan Project, but it worked. It worked because America had something Germany didn't: mass precision. A system where every bolt, every rivet, every panel fit perfectly every time. The Junkers 390 was built by hand. Mechanics aligned metal with chalk and string. Engines overheated, wings flexed midair, cabins froze under pressure. Every test flight revealed a new flaw. Still, engineers like Dr. Hans Pohlmann pressed on, not out of faith in the Reich, but in the beauty of the challenge itself. They believed in what they were building, even when it was doomed to fail. By 1944, Germany was burning. Hamburg, Cologne, Berlin, all in ruins. Fuel was scarce, factories destroyed. Yet in secret hangars, the myth of the America bomber lived on. Propaganda claimed it had flown over New York, that it had seen the city lights from above. But there were no logs, no photos, no truth, only whispers. A story to comfort a dying empire. When the war ended, soldiers found what was left of the Ju-390 abandoned near Prague. Grass grew through its landing gear. Its wings were stripped for scrap. No memorial, no fame, just silence. The plane that was supposed to touch America never made it past the Alps, but the myth flew higher than the machine ever did. Germany built marvels. The first jet, the first missile, guided bombs, ideas decades ahead of their time. But America built systems, industries that could turn ideas into thousands of working machines. Germany dreamed with genius. America built with discipline, and discipline wins wars. The Ju-390 was never defeated by bullets or bombs. It was defeated by measurements, by manufacturing, by the quiet precision of factory floors. It became a ghost, not because it failed, but because it never truly lived. And maybe that's the truest story of war. That sometimes, what defines history is not what flies, but what almost did.